Welcome to Craft Addict K. I'm Carla.
And I'm Sam.
And we are a mother-daughter duo who does Flosstube on YouTube, mostly for cross stitch. But as our name pronounces, Craft Addict, today we have multiple crafts to share with you. And we're really excited. As typical for us, I think we're always excited when we get on to do a video. Takes a little bit of setup. You may hear some odd noises about. That's because the door is open.
The dogs are in.
The dogs are in here. They're bothering me. But it's a beautiful day out. Today is October 25th, and it's noon. So we are going to utilize our sunshine outside. So if you see the reflection in my glasses, I'm sorry, can't do anything about it. If I don't have them on, I cannot see. So, we want to do real quickly, I just want to talk about our previous video to this one. So if you just are watching this one, make sure you go back to watch our last video. We had our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. It's at the very end of the video. We have multiple giveaway items up.
It's a big one.
It is a big one with lots of words. And if you take the time to leave a comment and you utilize those words, you will be in our drawing, which will happen this Saturday, October 31st. It will either happen in the morning before I have to go to work, or it'll happen in the evening when I get back from work. So either way, we're going to do that. Drawing using the random comment generator that YouTube provides. And anything else?
I got a haircut.
Yeah, so some life updates.
Yeah.
Samantha got a haircut.
I got a haircut.
Carla got new glasses.
I got bangs now, and it's short.
Yeah.
And layered. And it's really curly now. I don't know.
This is all natural curl, ladies. Be jealous because I am. All natural curls. Yeah. When we cut it, it went bling.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it'd be like how I've had this kind of haircut when I was back in elementary school, but my hair didn't curl as much back then. It was more fluffy, I feel.
Right. Samantha used to have the bob cut when she was littler, and that's whenever, yeah, Dora the Explorer was very popular, and so we would go to the grocery store and little kids would point at her and say, "Mommy, look, it's Dora," because she really did look like Dora. It was a straight kind of, whatever you call that, straight blunt end cut, yeah. And she did look like Dora. If Samantha feels so inclined, she may include that little bitty picture in here. But I'll leave that up to her when she does her editing.
Maybe. I probably will.
Maybe. We'll see. Her grandpa sends her a picture every year. That same picture, right? For your birthday?
Yeah. I got big old eyes in that picture.
Yeah. Yeah. We've been doing new crafts. So you're going to see some painting, some diamond painting, some embroidery, some cross stitch, lots of whips. I am getting ready for my No New Starts 2021. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm pretty well set. But I still have a lot of things I want to start this year. I don't know why, but I'm trying to get it all started.
I'm just excited.
I am very excited.
I don't know what you're going to do next year when you can't start it.
I know. Next year it's going to be all progress. I am so excited to get to January and start into that group. It's unreal. I mean, I just can't wait. So let's talk about some honorable mentions.
Okay.
Because we happened across a Flosstuber who's also a mother-daughter duo team who is in Pennsylvania, on the other side of Pennsylvania, actually. And I know, and they completely remind Samantha and I of Samantha and I because her daughter, I think we decided was a week older than Samantha. Or they're really close in age.
That's crazy.
And it has been, like, we've been talking, we've instant messaged, we were going to try and meet. She's going to her parents live in Altoona. We were going to try and meet there, but I couldn't do it in October. So we're going to try in the spring when camping starts to take the family and go camping over closer to her area so that maybe we can have a Stitchy day. And so her channel name is called Grace Note Stitches. It is Corin and Colleen. And I always get the two mixed up. But the mom is a piano tutor, does piano teaching. The daughter's in her senior year of high school, and it's one of, I believe, 5 correct me if I'm wrong, but she is an avid stitcher. She blows my mind. She has got so many projects, and she actually finishes things. And right now she's working on some things for family members for Christmas and doing her Christmas gifts, and she's getting them done. I don't know what that's like. How about you guys? Do you know what that's like? But very, very, very fun to watch. Their videos are relatively short. Ours tend to be on the longer side.
But it is what it is, honestly.
It is what it is. Samantha said, you know what, Mom? We kind of talk really fast. And
I don't care
let's
if the video,
slow down today.
Yeah, I don't care if the video ends up being 2 hours as long as we're not, like, blowing through everything.
It seems like we blow through a lot of stuff. So if you haven't seen Grace Note Stitches, please go check them out. They're fairly new. I mean, I think she's got 13 or 14 videos, but their videos are probably 30 minutes or even less, and she does some great tutorials. And because of her, I gotta warn you, there's some enabling that goes on. She did a tour of her cart that she uses at her Stitchy spot, and it just blew my mind. Had to go out and get a cart specific for that, and it sits beside my Stitchy spot, and at some point I might do a video of that. I don't know, but I took my old cart and use it in my diamond painting area, which I'm looking at in front of me, and put all my diamond painting stuff kind of in there, and then I have a finishing cart. Yeah, I know, carts everywhere. My husband's like, how many do you need? I said, as many as will fit in my sewing room.
She go back into diamond painting again.
I did. I jumped back into diamond painting thanks to Crystal Academy, giving these great options of different challenges, and I decided, oh, let me help out my team, and I'll do a diamond painting, and I finished that one, and we're going to insert a picture because I actually fully finished it, took it into work, and it is hanging in my office window at work. So because it is Halloween time.
I forgot what it was,
Yeah.
honestly.
I forgot what it was. So we're going to insert, I did take a picture. We will insert it in here. That led me down a rabbit trail of a diamond painting I started 2 years ago for my husband and never finished it because
Back to Christmas.
I was
Presents not getting
watching,
finished.
you know, I was watching the YouTube videos on diamond painting, and that propelled me into cross stitch. Actually, Stitcherista, if you have not watched her channel, she's unique, but I definitely would recommend watching her. She originally started out as cross stitching channel, but then moved into more diamond painting. She does do some of both now, but she primarily does diamond painting. But then she's got this true crime paint with me's that I put on, and I just sit here and diamond paint and listen to these true crime stories, which blows my mind. She just is, and it takes your, when you've had a hard day, it's not, you don't have to think as much as I do with cross stitch, where I have to count and really be focused on what I'm doing, or I frog the next day. Diamond painting, I don't really have to think. I just put them on there. So it's a nice little segue to get my mind wrapped down before bed. Anyway,
Focus.
I am definitely going down a rabbit hole.
Back
So
again.
we're back again. Why don't we talk about finishes? Let's talk about cross stitch. And then, actually, before we talk about cross stitch, I'm going to have Samantha insert a picture here of the diamond painting I'm currently working on. And this is 5 Marvel 3D characters. And this is one that I did pick up for my husband and have been working on it. And I've really been working more intensely on it over the past 2 weeks. So
Because she really wants to work on other stuff.
I want to work on other stuff. I don't know if you can see above Samantha's head right here, but there is Diamond Art Club purchases here that I haven't even unboxed yet, because I'm like, nope, I'm going to finish this one first, and then I'm going to pick my diamond painting that I want to do.
What is your diamond painting limit? Like, how many do you have at a time right now?
Only one.
That's it?
That one big one. I had a little one. Those little ones I did.
Mm-hmm.
One of them I did. I don't even know where I put it at now. Because I didn't really like it when I was finished with it. So I know, it's up here. I really didn't like it when I finished it. I didn't really fully finish it, but I finished it.
Oh, it's that one.
I was laughing. All right, so look, this is a little one. It's a partial, but that's my diamond painting. And the only part that's diamond painted on this is the horse. So, you know, it
That's
is what it
small
is.
ones.
It's a small one. It's a partial. I sat one night when my husband was getting ready for work, and I sat downstairs, and it was something I could take with me. And so, will I frame it or do anything with it? Probably not. It looks better on the camera than it looks close up. But usually, diamond paintings are meant to be looked at 6 feet away. I don't know, but
there was one time she got like a tiny little castle that she thought was gonna be bigger.
Yeah.
It looked like it was made out of Legos. Like
my husband and I went on our honeymoon. We were married in Germany. We were both stationed there in the military. And our honeymoon, we went to the Neuschwanstein Castle. And so ever since, that's kind of been our castle. And I gravitate to that for cross stitch. I gravitate to that for puzzles. And we had a painting of it done, and the frame for that has broken in all the moves and such. So we never reframed it. It's just kind of in storage. But so yeah, I was really disappointed with that one. And this is just a trifold that I got at Walmart, and I put these smaller ones in here because I thought, well, that'll be perfect until I'm ready to do something with it. At least I can protect it. So I just fold it inside. See, it's folded up. It's in there. It's nice and safe. Nothing's going to happen to it. And then I slide it up here on my shelf. It fits perfectly. So, we already talked about that. So there's your diamond painting for your craft addict. Who's here for cross stitch?
Me.
That's Samantha. Me. All right, so let's talk finishes. Any finishes?
No.
All right.
I don't know why you even asked me.
I know. I have to ask,
you
right?
know.
All right, so I have a finish. My finish,
You have a couple things.
and I might have shown this before. I can't remember, but I apologize. I did not iron it. It's been sitting on my finishing table that I did not finish. I have a plan.
You were going to put like a button or something.
I am. I was going to do that.
So
I haven't done it yet.
Finished.
It's not fully finished, but it's finished stitching. So this is Bluebird Salute by Misty Purcell, and I took some liberties with her pattern because I used sulky threads and just kind of matched up the colors. On the pattern, there is something up here like a little starburst. Well, I miscounted. Kill me. I miscounted here on the bottom, so my frame didn't come all the way down because I miscounted. And so to fix that, Samantha had the great idea, put your initials over here.
Yeah, actually label something.
Label it with your initials. So, yeah, I could do that. And then on this side, I thought, well, why not I have a star button on its hat that I put on. Why not put a star over here? And that will kind of hide that mistake without me having to frog everything out. So, that's my plan. And then I think I'll put some flag fabric on the back side to make this. I'm debating between a flat fold and a pillow. So it'll be one of the two. So there you go. And if you see me keep looking over here, it's because I'm trying to see what you see. And over right that way is our mirror so that I can see what you see, because otherwise I can't see what you see.
Yeah, the camera is just...
Okay.
Malfunctioning.
Malfunctioning. All right. So let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Where is this finish at?
In my room. I forgot.
Well, Samantha runs to go get that.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
I'm trapped.
Oh, never mind. Samantha's going to talk while I go get it.
It's on my desk.
On your desk. Okay.
Well, hello everybody. I hope you're really enjoying all of this amazing progress that we have gotten on our projects. I started some new stuff. I worked on some new stuff. I have yet to finish much of anything, though.
That's the name of the game. Okay. All right, another fully finished project. Samantha cross-stitched it. I finished it for her, and that is the pineapple.
That's the first project? First one of the projects?
First, one of your first cross stitches, actually, yep. And so what I did is I had a piece of yellow gingham ribbon, and I put the ribbon down the front corner sides, and along the bottom, I just hot glued it on. All right, boys. I just hot glued it. I hot glued the pineapple. I always want to say
She always calls it a pumpkin.
I don't know why. Pineapple. But she has this sit on her desk now, and she can use it for holding her squeegee ball. But it's just a box. I think I got these at Home Depot, or not Home Depot, Hobby Lobby, or Michael's. One of those places. They were on sale. They were like 50 cents. They were practically giving them away, and I had purchased a bunch of them to do little small giveaways like this, small little things. So there is that, a fully finished idea. Okay.
Well,
All right. This isn't really a finish, but I'm finished with it. This is called To Market. It is in 2019 Halloween, just Cross Stitch Magazine. And this is how they finished it. And I started this, and I can tell you because I have my handy dandy notebook. I started this September 16th of 2019. You can tell I wasn't stitching this on this much. And I have all the crosses done. So
except for the back stitch.
Yes, except for the back stitch. And Samantha's going to do the back stitch. And we're going to put a button here for a wheel. I'm going to find a wheel button from the wagon. And she's going to back stitch the reins and the feet and do some back stitches around different things and put little trees. I did do
Mom doesn't want to.
I did do the French knots in the trees.
Okay, that's good because I can't
Okay,
do French
so
knots very well.
So, and this was done, and the reason I put it on this is a 28 count silk weaver signature even weave. It says on the label. It was a 9x12 piece. It was the right size, and that's why I picked it. And I think that I started this because of a challenge. It wasn't that it really called to me, but I needed to do something with a pumpkin. And then recently there was another challenge about something with a crow. So I finished what parts I could to get my last 250 stitches on this. For real, I haven't stitched on this since September of last year. So now I'm passing it to Samantha because she likes the back stitch, and I'm going to let her do the back stitching on it.
I don't like it, but I don't mind it. You
So,
know?
yeah, it's going to her. She gets to back stitch it. Okay. Oh, now the dogs are going to bark. Please hold. Hey! Hey! Get up here! Cut that out.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, so Samantha, you want to show? Show your embroidery,
Okay.
and I will pull out your other pattern.
Well, already. Okay. So, I got this embroidery project. I think it's called, I don't know what it's called, but it's not like Walmart or something. I have little sections everywhere. Got this nice little butterfly.
So this is a stamped cross stitch. Let me see if I can help you.
It's a real big one. I can't.
So it's a big lap quilt is what it'll be when it's done. And it's got multiple butterflies on it.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can hold that up. Are you seeing it? There's one of her butterflies.
That's pretty. Oh, that's pretty.
And here's another
Work on
butterfly
that.
she's working on. The thing with the stamped cross stitch is if it gets wet, it wipes off
The little blue.
the little blue marks on there. So
that's why I had to jump to this one because we were stitching at a friend's house and
go a little wet.
somebody's water spilled a little bit too much.
So she's trying to get it in there before she forgets the pattern. So.
Yeah.
So it is a nice, she's been working on this for a while. Every now and then she's like, I feel like, and it's got the names of the butterflies. Like here's one she stitched the name on.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's pretty.
it is nice. I just caution not to get them wet. She's got a lot to do on it, but you know, she has been stitching at least. Here, let me give you that.
Why, thank you.
Finding your, okay, and she wanted a new project to work from Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's called Cavalier.
It's adorable.
And I'm going to show you what that looks like. I don't know why that's staying in there.
It's a little Crocker Spaniel, I think. Wearing some.
Sorry for the reflection. You're getting all kinds of reflection from that light, but that's the best I can do. All right, so there's the Cavalier. And from where you got to.
Don't get too underwhelmed, but nice little like 100 stitches right there, all brown. I don't think I'm gonna reach any part of the dog until like the very, like there might be like 5 stitches in the bottom of the first page, but it's okay. It wasn't a planned start. It just kind of happened. I walked into the stitching room one day saying, I'm gonna stitch, and then all of a sudden people on Virtual Stitch was like, hey, you should start something, and so I ended up starting something.
So she started something. All right, I'm going to do a couple here. I'm going to kind of pass them in your direction if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Okay.
I'm just going to
So,
fold this up a little bit.
I am working on Sunday Delight. I'm going to show this. I apologize. Man, that's a lot of glare. I don't know if I can get the glare. Okay. So there's Sunday Delight. I am up in the corner, up in the top left corner where all the leaves and stuff are. And of course, I used this for most of Daily 30, which is a group I'm in. I used it for most of the I used it for most of the challenges this week, for the weekly challenges. So I have this on my quantum frame because I'm still working on it. So if you can see, there is where I'm at. And I like, you know, I've talked about my notebook before. This is a really good example of my notebook. So Sunday Delight is on 25 count Lugana, and I'm stitching it 1/1 using DMC floss. This is the books that I get on Amazon. I think I get a box of 50 for $40 something. On the outside of it, I write what project I have inside. In this one, I had Pink Flamingo, Merry Christmas, and now Sunday Delight. So it's got 3 different projects I had. Because I keep this with the current project. When I finish, I put my washi tape that I finished. Then I put the information for my next project. And every day I've worked on it. And when I finish it, I put my washi tape. And then here, Sunday Delight, I did a restart on this because I didn't like the first fabric I had used. So I used my washi tape again, and then here I've got the days that I worked on it, how many stitches I did. So yesterday I did 1,049 stitches on this, and the day before I did 444 stitches, and I hadn't worked on this since May 10th. So that really gives me an idea when I pull that out as to, wow, I haven't worked on this in a while, and it really needs some love and attention. So that's one of the reasons why I like these books, and I keep it with my project, or I will set it by my stitchy spot that I can easily grab because I know which one it is by the label I wrote on the front.
Sorry.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so there's Sunday Delight. And I'm trying to keep this somewhat organized as I go. I had another new start, oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to get this open. I don't have all the pictures printed, unfortunately, yet, because these are fairly new purchases with new starts. So the other new start that I've done, and it's called Happy Camper.
That sounds about right.
I'm trying to find it in here because, you know, oh, here it is. Happy Campers. And this is by Jeffrey Severn. I really like his artwork. So this is what it will look like when it's done. And it is so flippin' cute. This is a Heaven and Earth design, Jeffrey Severn. Look him up. He's got lots of these bears and wildlife critters doing all kinds of things. And this one has a camper, and that draws to me. I'm going to get California Dream whenever we have the next Hate Sale. It's on my list. But they're barbecuing. They're playing music. I even got some squirrels and raccoons playing cornhole. So I think it's awesome. So I'm sorry for the glare, but it's either have light and some glare or no light at all.
And I get complaints from Dad.
Right. So I haven't gotten far. Again, this is
big frame.
This is my another quantum frame. I talked about roller frames on our last video. I have quantum frames. I have some that's American Dream scroll frames. I have on my Christmas list for the 110 centimeter. That's the longest quantum frame that they make. The thing I like about the quantum frames is the end bars, because you can just tighten it up and it keeps your fabric tight. And I do like that. And you can just loosen your fabric. Like if you're done but you're not putting it away, you just loosen it and it loosens the tension on your fabric. So here's where I got, and you can see the tree there started. And I've had people ask me about what are these that I have on my frames. These are scroll guards, scroll frames, kind of like your grime guards for Q-snaps, only these are meant for scroll frames, and it's just a tube of fabric with elastic on the end. Like elastic that goes through it so you can pull it over, and that's all there is to it. And it has, my sister's making me some. I haven't seen it yet, but she's been busy with her work too. So, but I do know she's making them. She's just been a little overwhelmed with work. I have a lot of stuff to show you guys. Let's see. Hey, one of the new things, oh, by the way, Happy Camper, I started October 11th. And I probably got 5, 9, probably 11, 1,200 stitches on it. Again, it's in my book. So,
Organized.
Organized. I like being organized. What am I going to show you next? Okay. I have a lot of full coverages, if you can't tell. I really enjoy...
She's prepared for next year.
I'm a process stitcher, and I really do enjoy just sitting and cross-stitching. So, this next one I'm going to show you is called Animal Kingdom, The Amazing Animal Kingdom. It is another... It's by Amy Stewart. It is another Heaven and Earth design.
I've never seen Amy spelled like that.
Yep. Shoot, let me try and see if I can get it up here for you. So, there's a lot going on in there. I'm up in the upper left corner because that's where I start at, is the upper left. That's just where I start. And I'm going to tell you a little tip and trick on this. So this is where I got. You can see the little bird up there in the corner. That's probably about 1,300 stitches, I think. Didn't I say? Or did I do more than that? Oh, no, this is about 1,500 stitches. So I want to talk to you about a little trick that I learned from watching, I think, Kim Hollenbeck was originally where I saw this. I had gotten Quantum Frame a long time ago. I got a really good deal on eBay on one, and I got it, and I didn't use it after I got it because it took so much fabric, and I was like, I have to have 5 inches of fabric on the end to utilize this, and I'm wasting my fabric.
Your Halloween Quaker.
Right? So... yeah, I did my Halloween Quaker on it. I felt like I was wasting fabric. I had to sew additional fabric on. Well, I was watching Kim Hollenbeck, and she talked about sewing a pocket. And I went, well, that's a nifty idea. I got a sewing machine. I'm a quilter, so I have fabric. So I'll sew a pocket. Well, I started out sewing the actual Easy Grid fabric. By the way, this is 25 count. And again, my head can't wrap around tent stitching. It only will do full cross. So mine are all 1 over 1 full cross. I did use the folded over the top initially and made a pocket and then realized how close that left me on my border. Now I can seam rip that out when I'm done stitching, but for now it worked. But I decided I'm a quilter. I have fabric from when I was quilting. Not really a quilter because I don't have time for that now. But I took some of my fabric that, see, these were bunny fabrics, dancing. I don't know what I had them for, but they're bunnies and dresses. Who knows? And I took and made strips, fabric strips, and I sewed those on. And so that's my pocket that you can put the rod in for your quantum frame and stick it on your frame without losing fabric. Stitchable fabric, I should say. So that's your tip this week. At some point I may do a video on how to put it on and off because I've worked on so many. My bank account will not let me have that many scroll frames. So I need to move between frames, and the quantum is very easy to do that. So are the roller frames. The roller frames are more economical than the quantum frames, so I don't have as many as those. So that is I try to keep a little tag with everything so I know what everything is when I pull it out. So if you can put that, or I leave it with the book and we'll put Animal Kingdom in there and that.
All right.
Okay, I've been busy, ladies and gentlemen. I have really been busy. The other project I have, and I took this off of the Q-Snaps just to show you, is called Witch Witch by Ladida. And this has become a kind of a travel project for me. And I worked on this September 26th, and I put 615 stitches in it. And it is on 28 count Winter Finch from Crosswing Collection is the material. Let's see if I can get you a good picture.
Oh, wow.
So it is coming together. So happy Halloween. It brought out my witchy side.
Did we ever figure out if that was a dress or a table?
We've talked about it. I believe it's a dress with a big busty thing underneath. So
cage.
But yeah, I really like how it's turning out. It's going to be pretty when it's done. I've been taking my time because you know what? There's challenges that say, stitch 50 stitches in black. Guess what? I'm ready. Bring it. Bring it, Daily 30. I'm ready. Cheryl. All right, I'm going to pass this over and have you put away while I keep pulling out. Sound good?
Yep, got it.
All right, and I will give you the book that goes with it.
Fabric.
One of the things that I started doing... Well, let me talk about, while you're putting that away. I decided that I need to be more organized in projects that I am working on because I do some videos for virtual stitchers. They do some homework videos and they ask questions, and sometimes it's hard for me to think about which projects do I have. I don't know if you see the clutter behind Samantha, but that's all of my whips, or a good bit of them, that I still have to take pictures of for the No New Starts 2021 next year. So... what I've done is I have a folder, and inside this folder in alphabetical I have the projects, so I can easily go through and pull out the pattern and put it back so I know exactly where it's at, because how many of us have lost patterns? Or if I'm sitting on Virtual Stitchers and somebody says, hey Carla, what are you working on? I can easily pull out the pattern and say, here, I'm working on this one. So, and I forgot to pull that out earlier, so that's good. That's what I started doing. I don't know. I got some whips, girls. I got some whips and guys, girls, and everybody. But this is working for me now. We'll see how it goes. I want to get another one that is completed projects, because maybe I have a pattern that I just don't want to let go yet. I don't want to pass it along, so I may keep a smaller something like this for completed projects. What I found is I was putting them in 3-ring binders, which is great, but my binders kept getting fatter with projects I wanted to do and it was hard to keep track of what I was already working on. Plus, when you jump down that rabbit hole, which is one of the reasons why I've put off taking my pictures for so long, is because once you start going into these places where you have your pattern stored, I know you can all agree you're going to find 20 that you want to stitch. And then it starts coming out of there and going into, well, let me kit this up pile. And you don't get to stitch it. So I just want to focus on what I'm currently got before I have to delve into what I'd like to stitch, because if I finish and then I get through No New Starts 2021, if I get to the end, then I'm going to go into those binders and I'm going to look and see what I really want to start, and I'm going to start starting stuff for 2022. So
it's really weird planning for 2022 already.
I know. This goes in with that witch thing.
All right.
All right. All right, next whip up is called Seeking Refuge. Ooh. And this is by the Scarlet House. This was my birthday start. I know this. I started June 10th when we were at the cabin. I did make some changes in colors because when you look at the picture, you can't really tell, but there's a white border and there's a white rabbit, but it got lost in my fabric. So Seeking Refuge, I have on, let me see, 32 count antique white Lugana, and I started it on June 10th of this year, and then I didn't do any more stitches on it until early October, and I did a little over almost 900 stitches.
Yeah, you only had like your initials.
Yeah, I only had my initials the last time I was working on this. So now you can see the bunny.
I like that
you can see the border because I darkened it up. I did not use the called for on that. Everything else seems to be called for colors. So yeah, it worked out well. And this was one I used for my October event to try and get 50 stitches in different colors. So I was able to get a couple of those done in one of my challenge groups. So I really like this. It's a nice, and what it says, if you don't know, is it says, when the world seems to be out of control, I find a way to nurture my soul, seeking refuge with needle and thread, the angst and anxiety no longer I dread. And I thought that was very fitting indeed, from everything that we've been facing with COVID, and now we're moving into the voting and presidential elections. And I just got to say, some people, oh, this doesn't go in there, this goes with you. Some people really do use this platform to speak their mind, and I get it. You know, that your prerogative. I choose my video to not be political and not be, I don't want one side or the other, but you know, I used my shirt today. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. Kindness is universal. No matter what our thoughts and what our feelings are about COVID, about anything, even at work. You know, you're at work and you have somebody that just isn't pulling their weight or isn't doing their thing and being negative. It just destroys everybody around them. So I choose to be positive. You know, it is what it is, and we face what we face, and we work through it and take the next step. So just because people have different views, don't let it distort who they are. I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but you know, kindness goes a long way. And it's really hard to be mean and nasty to people that are being really kind to you. So take it for what it's worth. I just think everybody should be kind to one another.
Treat each other how you want to be treated.
Yeah, my husband and I decided a long time ago, when we first were married, we had conversation. We agreed to disagree. You know, there's going to be times, and there has been times in our marriage where we just did not see things the same way. That eye to eye. And that was okay, because we were okay with saying, okay, there's no moving past this. I'm not going to convince you to my views, and you're not going to convince me to your views, but let's respect each other's views and be able to move past it. And so we've done that. And when we get to that point, you know, that's what we do. You know what? I don't agree with you, and I don't see it that way. This is how I see it, but I respect you because you see it that way, and I'm okay with that. But let's not fight about it. You know, that's the way we are. Would you agree?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Now, I digressed down that path. Holy smokers. Okay, let's go with next whip.
How many you got?
I got a bunch, girl. I got a bunch. I've been busy. All right, so this is Miss Ladybug by Nora Corbett. I actually only did 200 stitches on her since the last video, I think. Yeah, because I worked on her September 12th, and then I worked on her October 1st. So, Nora Corbett, and this is called Miss Ladybug, and I did some white. I must have needed white for a challenge, and her dress is white is what it got. And this fabric, I know it's a 25 count Lugana called Avalon from Under the Sea Fabrics.
I really have to know, Mom. What did you work on from September to October? Because you skipped a lot.
That's on the last video. And this I did 2/2. So, you know, this is 2/2 Miss Ladybug. So, whoop, there you go. I like it. It was my first kind of Mira, per se, project. So, yeah, I'm liking it. And I got the beads and everything that goes with it. So, okay, this goes here with you. This will be filed in my filing thing here. And see? Hey, we're getting a system. Okay. All right, next up is Mini Heaven and Nature Sing. And this is a full coverage, but I don't have it printed, so bear with me. Let me pull this up. Our video paused, so we have to splice some things together. We were talking about Donna Gelsinger, and if we got closer, that's because I'd take it out of our holder that's hanging over there, so that we could do the video. All right, let me see if I can get this back up here again. So this is Mini Heaven and Nature Sing by Donna Gelsinger, and I did not get real far, but I did do some. Let's see, Mini Heaven and Nature Sing. I probably did 600 stitches on this. This is on my roll-a-frame.
It's a little tiny guy.
Sometimes on these, when you have a bunch, right now I think I have 20 full coverage pieces. Don't judge. There might be a couple more before the year's out, so don't judge. But I have enough for any prompt and any challenge I think I could come across. I even got a crystal ball today. So Mini Heaven and Nature Sing. Let's see. You can see I have just this little start up in the corner. There's a lot of threads there. For those of you that this drives you nuts, it drives me nuts too, but
you gotta deal with it.
Gotta deal with it. I use parking method on all of mine because I don't like to have to keep doing over and over and over again. So, and I try and do one block at a time.
But you kind of spread out.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll spread out. If there's a little stitch over here, I might jump over there and just grab it. So that's Mini Heaven and Nature Sing, and that's not going to be big. You can see it's not a big piece. And that's on my, it's on my roller frame. How many? 14-inch roller frame, so that's how long my bars are, so it's not very big. All right, so Samantha, I'm going to pass this over to you. We're getting there. Passing that to you. I just leave it on my roller frame because I have a bag that fit it, so sometimes I take them off and roll them up, especially if I need the end bars for something, but I didn't in this case, so.
Can this fit in here sideways, or is that just...
Yeah, that's how it goes in there. Okay. The other one I started has been Autumn Owl, and I do have a picture of that one. This was thanks to Jessie Marie on Jessie Marie Does Stuff. One of her earlier videos popped up in my feed, and she talked about this owl with a cup, Starbucks cup, and I was all on board for that, so I thought it would look nice in my office. By the time I get it done, I'll be retired. But here is where I got. I'm just in that upper corner. And I think next year, instead of showing you when I do like a couple of 100 stitches here or there, because I know I'm going to be moving between prompts, I think I'll wait until page finishes. And then I'll just show you as I have page finishes. Unless I have some significant stitching on something. So there is that. We are getting closer. I think we're down to our last two. So, if you like full coverage, you're probably getting a good eyeful here. Put this in with that one. All right. The next up is Sonora, and there is hardly anything done on this, but it was a birthday start for my friend Beth Ann, and we started it this past week on her birthday, and it drew me in because it reminds me of Samantha. And you'll see why once I get it up. This is by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. She's the same one that does the artwork on Alligator Girl that I really like. But here is, oh geez, where did it go?
You turn it off or did it die?
No, there we go. Here we go.
Oh, reflection.
Sorry about the reflection. It's called Sonora. It's a Heaven and Earth design by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Check it out. But I think her face is like Samantha. Like, really? What up? So I'm up in that upper corner. Up here is where I'm at. And I didn't get many done on her. I started her. I think I got enough for her to be a whip. 300 stitches. That's it. There's 300 stitches. And I clip a little tag so I know what it is. But again, there's my little pocket to run it through so I can put it in my quantum frame when I'm ready to work on it next. This is probably not going to be worked on again until next year, unless there's something I need for a challenge.
Something with the cat.
Yeah, if I need something with a cat, that might be it. Okay, I'm passing to you, and I'm going to have you put that in the bag with it.
Okay.
All right, and this is the last one, and I did a lot of work on this, and I'm very happy. This started as a SAL. We call it the Red Dress SAL last year. It is, yeah, it's on 28 count easy grid fabric. It is with DMC floss, and I'm stitching it 1/1, full cross. Again, I started this February 2nd with my friend Jean. Oh my gosh, she hasn't been on Flosstube and Gina. My goodness, she just got a house and she hasn't been on Flosstube or on virtual Stitchers since we started it. I don't think. So I started February 2nd of this year. In the last month, I've done close to 2,000 stitches on it. I have reached I'm in Full Coverage Fanatics, and I reached a national park, which is 4,000 stitches. So this probably won't get any more work this year, but this is what 4,000 stitches looks like. Oh, I didn't show you the pattern. There you go. This is why it's red dress style, and I'm up in that upper dark corner up there again in the left. So there's not a whole lot of color going on, but there is a lot of progress. So, and this is, I believe this is, Max Colors. So this is Once Upon a Fairy Tale is what it's called. But this is Max Color. And I'm going to bring you in close so you can see the detail in that. And I'll try to be still. There's a lot of detail in there. It's not all black. So a lot of flowers. I like, small little, like look at this little, where's my hand? There, right there. Little yellow flower. I mean, there's just really a lot of pretty things going on in there. So, and you can see I kind of do that stair step down the side. So, I play around, who knows? But really loving how that's coming together. But again, I won't be stitching on that one anymore this year. That one is going to go away. I'm focusing on a lot of my full coverage pieces that I need to still get national parks on to get them finished for the year. So that's why, and I think I'm going to put this in a different bag. So don't put this back in this bag. I'm going to put it in a different bag.
All right.
I'm going to find a Garrone bag for that. Wow. That's all the whips.
I got my painting stuff.
Ooh. Oh, you do. Yes, you do. Samantha, please do tell.
Oh goodness, I can't see nothing. Okay. Can I see anything? I can't see diddly.
You can't see diddly. All right, tell them about it.
All right, so Mom bought this paint by number kit from somewhere.
Michael's,
and I've been working on it, and it has been a blast and very relaxing. And oh my goodness, is it pretty? Yeah,
you're liking it.
Mm.
So I called them one day from work. I went on my lunch break. There's a Michael's close to where I work. And I said, do you find yourself as an animal, a lighthouse, or something else? I don't remember what else or a hot air balloon. And she said, oh, lighthouse. She didn't have any idea why she was being asked those questions. And I surprised her and come home with this. My other daughter wanted Mona Lisa. So I got her a Mona Lisa that she is painting. So.
I definitely look like I have more progress than hers, but I've been working on it a lot, so.
So I'm trying to come back as far as I can so you can get the whole effect in the shot, but she's almost done.
I worked on a lot of this bit last night, filling in more of the colors. I remember I got like this whole like top half done like the first day I worked on it. Like I worked on it all day. It's really fun.
And I have it taped to paper only because I
don't want to mess up.
I don't want my house messed up. So I have a roll of this old paper that I use when the kids want to do something crazy. I just put it out and let them have at it. But this wasn't expensive, and it came with the hanging stuff. So it was 14 something, I think. And I had a coupon. So, it does come with the wooden hanger. So whenever she does get it fully finished, we'll have to show that too. So
it's really pretty. I want to work on it, but I gotta write stuff today.
She got homework to do. All right. Let me look at my book. What's next?
I was painting on that thing last night from like 11 o'clock to like 1 in the morning. I looked up and it was 11, and then next thing I know, I was watching a couple episodes of Legend of Korra on Netflix, and then I looked up to see what time it was on the microwave, and it was like 1 in the morning. I was like, oh, how'd that happen?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to talk haul because since our last video, I got fabric from Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month. This is a 36 count. And that's pretty. It's like a light purplish. It is a lavender color. It's called Monster Mash. It's got a name this time. 36 count. It's a Monster Mash, and I'm really liking it. It's 36 count. I think I can do a lot with it. So there is that for haul. I almost flopped that on your painting. That wouldn't have been good. The other thing I'm going to count as haul is because I was in Daily 30. If you don't know, they do a boutique and they're a closed group. They did recently let some friends of friends in, but it is a closed group. And I just got to say, they had in July, I believe it was in July, they had one of their monthlies was the carnival. And if you kept all of your prizes at the end of the month, you could go to this bonus shelf. It's part of their boutique that they open up periodically that you earn tokens and you can use to buy things. And they're things that people have donated. So, and you use your tokens that you earn through your cross stitching to get something else. So I thought, that's pretty cool. We were on our way on a camping trip when I realized I needed to get into that bonus shelf, and a lot of things was kind of picked over. But I was able to get Welcomes Aplenty by Sandra Sullivan. So I have this.
I feel like I already have this.
I don't know if you
or maybe
do or
something
not.
like that.
And then I have the Cross Quick Easy Projects for Cross Stitch Lovers. It looks like a magazine. This is from January 1989, which is way before my time. And the whole reason I got it is because the fish on the front.
That would be a Christmas gift.
So my husband likes to fish. He likes to fly fish. And I've been looking for something that I can utilize for him. So I like that. So
still gotta get that stocking.
cross stitch quick. And then the third prize that I got was a Margaret Market Incorporated Sampler Designs and Traditions Sampler Stocking 5. I don't know. Apparently there's lots of stockings. So this one is Schoolgirl Sampler. Nope, it's number 31, Sampler Stocking 5. Apparently she started numbering them at 27. There's 31 different ones. So, and there is that. So I'm going to count that as haul, kindness, whatever. But, you know, I'm excited to add this to my stash of goodies that I have. And they might be in a future giveaway once I'm finished. But I think that's it for that.
What is this?
Okay, so in this part, we get a lot of questions. First of all, I gotta say thank you for everybody who takes the time to comment. I'm an awful commenter. I watch a lot of Flosstube, but sometimes most of the time, I'm watching it on my television. Or, Pongo, really? Do you have to jingle? Pongo.
He's done it.
My goodness, sorry. Either I'm watching it on my television, and it's not easy to comment on your television, and to try and find it on your phone. You can't comment on television, but you can't find it on your phone. So without doing a lot of research. Anyways, so I'm an awful commenter. I always appreciate when people comment on ours. And I gotta say, Anne, special shout out to you because you comment, I think, on every video we've done. And we appreciate all the support and all of the love and kindness that you guys post. I love it. Ideas, suggestions. When we haven't posted for a while, we get messages, are you guys okay? We miss your videos. So I do consistently get questions about the challenge groups. And this isn't a homework video. This isn't a challenge video. But I thought it would be a good time at the end of our videos to talk about some of the groups and things that we do. So one of the things we currently are doing is Spin with Friends. And that's something that myself and a couple of virtual stitchers came up with. And I just dubbed it Spin with Friends. On the 1st and the 15th of every month, we have a decision wheel app on our phones or whatever our device is. And it has our whips on that app. And it could be full coverage. It could be anything. Whatever you want to work on. It's on that whip wheel. And what we do is on the 1st and the 15th, we get on Zoom, so we're accountable, and we spin that wheel, and whatever comes up, we as a group have decided we will do 1,000 stitches on, which seems like a lot, but we have until the 15th, or the 15th, we have until the 1st. So you have 2 weeks to do 1,000 stitches on a project. And most of mine are full coverage pieces that are on mine. Some of them, I have a wheel that is new starts, like things that I can't decide which one I want to start. I put it on the wheel and then I might spin that wheel and decide what's going to be my next new start. So that's something that we do. And that's something you can easily do. It don't have to be 1,000 stitches. Maybe you and your friends want to spin a wheel and do 500 stitches or 200 stitches. It's it's nice because you have the camaraderie. Everybody comes together and we're like, what'd you spend? We post it on Facebook in our groups. So it's been fun. It's been fun. When we do, Somebody Sane does a pick your whip on those months, we don't do the spin. And that's because we're putting 3 up for our friends to vote on and pick for us that are in that group. So we don't do the spin on those months. So anyways, spin with friends. Welcome to join us anytime. The No New Starts 2021 group is gearing up and getting ready. December 13th is the cutoff to get your pictures posted and your albums loaded to claim your whips for the next year. If you haven't subscribed or joined the group, please consider joining. Especially if you have some whips that you just want to make some progress on, why not do it with a group of other people that have the same mindset of let's get the whips and get them done. A lot of them are doing starts. I got to start enough whips. So I have enough whips. The real question is, how many whips, works in progress, is it going to take for you to stay busy for a whole year?
I think you're set with all your full coverage.
I think I'm set. I'm set. But then there's also
starting more.
Right. But there's also some people like variety. There are monogamous stitchers and they just want to stitch on one project. That's okay. I was a monogamous stitcher until I saw that, you mean I could stitch on many different things and not get bored and not lose my stitchy bug? Okay, I'm in. So that's what I've been doing. So there are 4 questions to join the group. And for Joni's sake and for Laura's sake, who is the 2 members that are admitting members, please answer all 4 questions. Scroll down, answer all 4 questions. There's 4 questions. Answer all 4. Well, you can't get in unless you answer all 4 questions. Okay. And if you make it to the end, I'm getting prize donations are coming in. You can donate if you want $5 or more to through PayPal to an account that we are going to either utilize for prizes or divide into cash prizes at the end of who makes it and gets put into a drawing. Anyway, and there'll be events throughout the year. So it's fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. There's Crystal Academy, newest group that I am now in. Crystal Academy. Yeah, got me into diamond painting. We've mentioned it a couple of times. We just did a field trip with them, and they've got they're starting to learn they're still in their first term until mid-December. And we're learning spells and doing stitches, and it's great. I'm in a great group. If you're in that and you're not having fun, it might be your group. My group, the Fanators, they are so supportive and great. We're not competitive at all, even though we did win our spell sling. It was just by virtue of we were talking and stitching and having a good time, and next thing you know, we won. So some groups are really competitive in there. We're not. We're just having fun getting the stitches in. And so when you're with that like-minded group, I think it makes a big difference in any group that you're in. So, okay. And we talked about Daily 30. It's a closed group. I'm not going to talk much about it other than, they're one of their challenges anybody can do. And some people have followed on that aren't part of the group just by watching the videos. And they're following because of what we're doing in the homework videos. They're following without being part of the group, per se. So you can do any of those things. But Daily 30 does 30 minutes, 5 days a week of stitching. It's one of their consistent weekly challenges. And if you have a project that you're really having a hard time pushing through, designate that as your 30-minute project. 30 minutes a day will get you a long way. So, hey, that rhymed. Can you think of anything else?
No.
So, we have talked for a while, and we're going to have to change our mantra for the ending because pretty soon we're not going to be able to start what we want to start. So, for now, we're going to sign off until our next video. I hope you like the setup. This
giveaway is October 31st.
October 31st giveaway. This is a different setup for us. We're hoping that it works better for you. I'm going to try and train my eyes. I apologize to looking at that little black dot up there and not over here at what
I've just been looking everywhere.
You just look all over the place.
And
this is my finishing quote
/
diamond painting room / kind of a collection. We couldn't walk in here before And I've been working and working and working and getting things organized, and I'm getting there. Every day it's more and more organization, but I do kind of like the setup better for our videos. It's brighter. I have a window directly in front of us. We've done today's video with all natural lighting, so it's a little bit cloudy out there, but my goodness, it's October 25th, and it's been in the 70s this past week. So
now it's like
it's like 50s. Snow. Yeah, it's cold out now. So, all right. So now we're rambling. I'm glad that you joined us. I'm glad that you stayed till the end. I promise our next video is going to be shorter because it'll be October 31st, and it is going to be 100% giveaway, notifications, who won, doing the drawing. We're excited for it. So, anything?
Don't expect life updates on our giveaway video.
Yeah, there won't be any life updates. It's just going to be, here's our giveaway video. Short and sweet. So, with that being said, do you have anything else? Make sure you check out Grace Note Stitchers, because great couple. Yeah, check them out. We're going to say, start what you want to stitch. Start what you want to start.
She literally has the words right in front of her.
It's right here.
She really, oh my goodness.
Oh, all right, start what you want to start.
And stitch what you want to stitch.
Bye, everybody.
You're something else.
Okay.
I don't know how you manage to goof it up every time. I really don't.